Fred Rogers, aka Mr. Rogers, and his beloved PBS children's show, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. But not as many people know that he actually graduated from college with a bachelor's of music and composed all of the music and songs on the show. But Mr. Rogers wasn't just singing to pre-recorded backing tracks on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Every single song was performed live in studio while they were taping. There was an in-studio pianist who performed every song alongside Fred Rogers on the show. And I know what you're thinking. I clickbaited you because technically every song was different because it was being performed live, but that's not even what I mean. It's actually really fascinating. Because Mr. Rogers didn't just get any pianist to perform on the show. He got world-renowned improvisational genius concert jazz pianist Johnny Costa, who was way more famous and way more valuable than to be a performer on a children's PBS show. But he said that he only did it because he was semi-retired and just liked Mr. Rogers. Fred Rogers was such a good guy that he was able to pull a modern-day Beethoven out of retirement to play on a kid's show. But Mr. Rogers made one other smart move. Instead of telling Johnny Costa to just stick to the sheet music and play what he composed, he told them to just go wild with it.
Do it for the ears of a child. I didn't do it this way. I wouldn't do that, so I figured, well. And Fred loved it, and I kept doing it, and the people loved it.
And because Johnny Costa is literally a genius, he played every single iteration of every single song on every single episode of the show completely differently. So I dare you, go watch the opening theme song of any episode of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and you will realize that they are all musically completely different. The only thing that's the same is Mr. Rogers singing. Johnny Costa is taking the underlying melody of It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood and improvising an entire different composition on top of it. This is just the level of dedication and passion and commitment that Mr. Rogers gave to every single episode of his show for kids.
It's not that hard. I'm gonna show you how to do it. It's easy.
Alligator shoes, you know, they get uncomfortable after a little while.
3D!
Now, what is this? This is an issue of Cracked Magazine.
Cracked Magazine, which is, you know, sort of like a rip-off of Mad Magazine. And they have this thing, this feature in here.
Where is it?
Let's see.
Oh, maybe, look.
Oh! PU's Play Hobble.
Plus, I don't know if you could see this or not, but you can't really. I mean, it doesn't look anything like me at all.
No.
You know,
Does that hurt you?
Oh.
yeah, I'm laughing all the way to the bank.
What's the good of resisting temptation? There'll always be more. Why don't you come up sometime, see me? Peel me a grape. Yeah, you better come up and see me. I'm just doing a job I never did before. What are you gonna do about it? You do it. Stirring gets on my nerves.
I see a man in your life.
What, only one? I'm through with this guy, Judge. Maybe I ain't got no soul. I ain't gonna hurt him. I only want to feel his muscles. Oh, I'll be doing something. You know what I mean? For the bedroom. I don't like work either.
I'll never forget you.
No one ever does. Oh, pardon me.
After the break, we're going to interview Eric Weihenmayer, who climbed the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. But he's gay. He's blind. So we'll hear about that coming up.
Okay.
you. Can't turn the we can't turn the clock back. I know it's after midnight. We can't turn the clock back. And
just another really expensive roof. Liberals drive on a BMW, so I charge another 15 grand. And yeah, that's what you get for being liberal. I don't care if they watch this video either way, because there's no one else to roof, because your liberal government made everybody lazy by giving them fucking CERBs, and nobody wants to work. So I can treat people like shit, act like a fucking asshole, and they're still going to pay me for their expensive shit, whether they like it or not. And they got to pay 25% more because they're liberal. So welcome to the real world. Motherfucker.
Now, he's standing right up. You show me how big he is. He'll lean right back, and he'll use that tail as a spring, and he'll come forward. And here, well, you can see. No, stop, come on, calm down. We're going to go down, and he'll come down, and that is the end of the conflict.
It ain't my fault I stutter.
Listen to me, you whining little whelp. You're gonna stop that stutter or get the hell out of here. You're gonna stop it or go home, do you hear me?
Son of a bitch.
What did you say?
You goddamn son of a bitch.
Say that again.
You goddamn mean son of a bitch.
Say it faster.
You goddamn mean dirty son of a bitch.
I wouldn't make it a habit calling me that, son.
You can gauge someone's level of intelligence based on what they find funny. So mid-intelligence or medium intelligence mainly just finds mid-level humor funny. Midwits don't laugh at low humor because they want to distinguish themselves from the stupids. Low intelligence find low humor funny. They're blissfully oblivious to the other levels of humor. High intelligence finds low and high humor funny. However, they generally don't find mid-level humor funny because they feel that it tries too hard for its own sake. So, intelligent people have the widest range of things that they find funny, followed second by low intelligence because low humor accounts for most humor, and the most narrow sense of humor is that of the midwit or average intelligence. It's hard to classify what's high, low, or mid humor, but basically, low humor is stupid. It's like potty jokes and slapstick stuff. Low humor, though, is universal. Mid humor is like sarcasm and puns. It's highly cultural dependent. And high humor is layered and mostly uses omission to create a humorous effect. So high humor is not about what is said or what is done, but what is selectively not said or not done. High humor is mostly postmodern in that you never know for sure if the joker is making a joke or being serious, and their withholding that information provides a certain lightness.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name.
I'm glad to see you got a sense of humor. So do I.
Oh, my darling, not 3 times on the ceiling if you want me.
I'm gonna get a cappuccino soon. I'm gonna strangle somebody.
In a world where sequels and prequels and derivative slop rule the TV and movie landscape, one magazine dares to make fun of them all. One mag to roast them all. One mag to troll them. One mag to break their balls. And in the ratings, roll them.
Cut!
Welcome, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? Welcome to the coffee shop, the place where everybody knows your name and I don't even want to be here. Oh my God, let's say hi to the chat before we get grooving along here. Acapad in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Raul and T hanging out in the house. Abo Grizz is here. Good to see you. Who else did I see? I saw William from Creators Outlet. Good to see you. Welcome. If you're watching later, welcome. If you're watching on Pilled, welcome. Glad to have you here with us. You're watching the podcast that won't rust, bust, collect dust, kink, stink, turn pink, or rattle. It seems a rainy season for 90 days, or your money gladly refunded. If we ain't got it, we'll get it. When we get it, we'll funk it, ram it, jam it, damn it, pack it up, and take it out to your car. Tipping is always appreciated. Hey, I don't do this alone. My normal competent help is not here today. So I got a couple of morons to bring out here. She is the publisher of Flip City Magazine and the hostess with the mostest. Welcome, Christy.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Welcome,
Happy
Christy.
Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. I just don't want to be here right now.
Well, you know, in your thing, eventually I'm going to memorize your rant. I really like that you're ramming and jamming things, though.
It's just mildly forceful, not violent. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
Also joining us is a fairly competent writer, the man with the beard, the Wisconsin Wrangler, the submariner who won't get off the boat. Welcome, Darin Wagner.
Stop it. Get some help.
And he's muted.
He's muted. Here, we're going to do it again.
Stop it. Get some help.
He's still muted.
What is happening right now?
Oh, you made him mess around with his mic. Hold on. Let me mute him. Hey.
I touched nothing. I have no producer abilities on this show.
Huh. I don't know what we're going to do without Darin.
I mean, have a good time.
Yeah.
Darin, leave the studio and come back. Leave the studio and come back. Get out of here. All right. Anyway, good to see everybody. And this is not a show I was looking forward to doing because of the topics that we're going to discuss.
Carrie's here.
Hello, Carrie, darling. Wonderful to see you. But before we get into the heavy stuff, I do want to touch on a few things real quick. Like, first of all, we lost Robert Redford, who I thought was going to live and keep starring in movies forever. And we lost Rick Ocasek, the lead singer of the Cars, who, by the way, was old when he was born. So sorry to lose him, but there you go. I sound tinny. I'm being told I sound tinny.
You don't sound tinny to me.
Why is sound being an issue today? No, I'm as normal as I can be, Carrie.
There we go.
Yes.
There's Darin.
We're gonna blame voice meter on that one to quit on me.
Now, one other thing I want to address very quickly was I was hanging out in the chat of Lori Calcaterra's show, The Morning Brew, and I was so disappointed in her. How are you going to host a show called The Morning Brew and not know your coffee? She did not know that the longer you roast coffee, the less caffeine it has in it.
I didn't know that.
Dark roast has less caffeine than blonde roast. Yep. The way you naturally decaffeinate coffee is you just keep roasting it till it's almost burned, and it's decaf.
Or you can use the Swiss press method, which is trademarked. So I can't tell you any more about how that works, but that's relatively recent. It's so good to be back. I've missed this place all week long.
He's going to explain something. I just know it. It's going to happen.
I can't
Greetings
wait.
from the land of black and white, by the way.
Now, I'll say this. I believed, like everyone else, that, that dark, rich roast, that's what you want.
Right.
Until my friends opened a coffee shop, and they looked at me like a chicken looks at a card trick, and they said, "No, dumbass." And they explained it to me. And so, they have particular grinds of particular beans that they do and keep on bar, because each cup is poured fresh for you right there on the spot, or created on the spot. And I learned, man, I just go in, I ask for anything you got on the bar that's African, and I want the blondest roast you've got. Oh, that's the good stuff. So calling you out, Lori Carpentera.
Although, in fairness to her, coffee isn't the only thing that can be brewed. So technically, anything that's brewed, she can drink on her show, like tea or beer.
Oh, okay.
That's why I pay you the big money, Christy. So we're gonna talk about it, and let's get into this thing here. Without fail, anytime there's a major event that takes place, like the killing of Charlie Kirk, the sides draw away from each other and begin attack. The conspiracy theorists put on their tinfoil hat and start slinging their shit. And I'm not doing any of that. I don't want any part of any of that. I'm going to say only this. A good man was murdered because he shares truth with people, and he did it kindly and lovingly. And if you say anything other than that, then we can't be friends. I don't want to hear, but what he was saying was divisive. No, I have blocked I had about 2,000 followers on Facebook. I've probably blocked about 75 of them.
Wow.
Not knowing, of course, these are followers, not friends.
Right.
But if you open your blowhole after a tragedy, no, not a tragedy, excuse me, a tragedy means fate did it. No, this was just an act of evil.
Mm-hmm.
If after an act of evil like that, you find some way to justify it in your mind, like, oh, it was bad, but I can kind of got no use for you, don't want to know you, don't want anything to do with you. So if that's who you are out there, I need you to pick one, suck it, and piss off. I don't want anything to do with you. Hello, headless bourgeoisie. Good to see you.
The event certainly has caused the wheat to separate from the chaff.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't going to talk about this last week. There was another event and we had a meeting backstage and we said, no, we're not going there. That's not what this show is about. I don't want to talk about death and all. It's just, there's so much horror in the world. We don't need it. But, there's some things you can't ignore. So in my lifetime, I saw Reagan get shot. I saw Mount St. Helens blow up. I saw the Challenger and the Columbia, explode and break apart. I saw the man land on the moon, Darin. And I remember Apollo 13 happening. And there are just certain seminal moments in life that require us to take a moment and pause and reflect on who we are and where we're at and where we want to go. And if where you want to go in light of that is to this dark place of hate, then I don't want to know you. That's right. I also saw splinters of Yggdrasil. Say it.
Yggdrasil.
No, that's incorrect. Next. Yggdrasil. Splinters of Yggdrasil by Abo Grizzly. Honestly, really good book. But yeah, there are certain moments that happen and you absolutely should just take a moment and recognize where you're at. Maybe if you're out there and you're kind of you never really heard Charlie Kirk speak or say anything, but you've heard he was a bad person, that he hated this and he hated that. Maybe go educate yourself and listen before you comment and find out and celebrate how wrong you are.
Well, also is scrolling, doom scrolling reels and stuff like that. You're seeing a lot of Charlie Kirk stuff. And I saw one this morning with the sound off that said 2 minutes of Charlie Kirk being racist. And I'm like, oh, this will be good to see, what people are posting. And it was obvious, it was kind of clickbaity, but it was him just being so freaking kind.
Yeah.
While talking about race, because I never knew this, but he apparently was a very pushing for a colorblind society.
Very much so. I've heard so many people make comments about things he said, but they take a soundbite out of context because they heard someone else say it. I have asked 3 or 4 people, well, do you know the context for what he was saying right there? No, I don't need to. Well, okay, asshole. I don't need that, and neither do you if you're listening. But know this, and I have to say this because I got to be completely transparent. Charlie Kirk was a Christian, and he believed in forgiveness. And this I'm not going to say his name. This guy that did this, the state of his soul is between him and God. But my heart goes out to his parents, to his family, who didn't know they raised a monster, and they had to turn him in. That had to be hard. I'm a dad. And if my son went out and did something like that, I'd tell him, I'm going to love you till to the end of your days, but you're going to pay for what you did. You will stand accountable. So that's rough. Could you imagine? Oh, no, I can't imagine. All right. Thoughts?
Well, you had mentioned earlier about I'm getting feedback.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Okay. Anyway, you had mentioned earlier, people grabbing sound bites, and this is all you have to know. I have trained myself to go and dig shit out for things that confirm my bias,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if you guys do that, like, or if you kind of fall into the same trap that the left does with the right. You know what I mean? Because I do dig stuff out and okay, how out of context is this?
Mm-hmm.
And usually it's right on. What people are saying.
I was professionally trained as a counselor, so I have learned and trained myself to listen to all of what a person says and to sift, like Darin said, the wheat from the chaff. And that's not saying, "Oh, look at me, I'm great." And this, no, that was just my job. If you're out there and you're a good welder, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a professional listener. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So you have
Like
to
Guinan.
No, no relation to Whoopi Goldberg. Oh my God.
Whoopi and Guinan are two different people, but that's okay. Go ahead.
Oh my goodness. Carrie says Pastor Felipe Asensio was shot dead in his home in San Diego 2 days ago. It's a bad world out there. So I'm going to say this: take the time to tell the people in your life you love them, because you never know. You never know. But also the young lady, and I cannot pronounce her name, Zoritska. Irina Zorutska. Yeah, I don't have a hard time with the last name. It's the first name that trips me up.
Irina?
Is that how it's said, Irina?
I don't know. That's how I say it.
But anyway, I'm not going to talk about the event itself. What I want to take note of is we desperately need judicial reform in the U.S. This was a magistrate who let this guy out after 14 violent felonies. He was released yet again to go out and commit yet another atrocity. He should have never been out on the street. And this I can say with 100% certainty. Had he been incarcerated on that day, there's a 0% chance he could have killed that young lady.
Mm-hmm.
And that judge has that blood on her hands.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that he's still not in jail?
She's a
what?
I want to come back to that. She's a magistrate with no law degree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How is that even possible?
Right. Like an acting judge, basically.
Yeah. Well, I mean, acting like a judge, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there are. Let me drive this point home. There are people calling themselves judges, wearing robes that make decisions that affect life and death every day in America that are not even lawyers. Hello, this is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's all I want to say about that. That poor girl, that just broke my heart. And then this with Charlie. These are, Soros appointed people. The whole notion that's been flying around the news is it's both sides saying the rhetoric. Listen, no, you can't put a BB in one scale and a boulder in the other one and go, look, they're both. No, I'm sorry. The scale is tipped too far to one side with this idiocracy, and America sees it. So I'm going to conclude with this. We're going to move on to something else. I don't condone violence. Okay. Having said that, here's what you need to do, and hear me on this, and spread this word. Get out the vote. When the midterms come up, typically whoever holds the White House loses Congress. Not this time. We need to sweep every single congressional race coming up. Excuse me. In the midterms. And we need to do it to the point where the left just simply loses all hope of having any power for the foreseeable future because they are dangerous. Hello? Hello, Shadowhawk. Good to see you.
Hi,
So
Shadowhawk.
Get out and vote.
On the local level, too.
Yeah, do it. Win the local elections, win the state elections, all of them. All of them. This is it's gone too far. You know, the hashtag was trending the other day. Enough is enough. It is enough is enough.
Yeah.
We let the children, we let the lunatics run the asylum long enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, enough is enough was one of the last things that Hulk Hogan said publicly, if you recall. Said it while ripping his shirt.
Akapath says it's not just enough to get out the vote. It's know who you're voting for. Yes, absolutely. And be aware.
It takes research. It takes a lot of research to really know who you're voting for.
Yeah.
Takes responsibility. Yeah.
Yep. And, you know, sometimes you do have to hold your nose and vote for the lesser of the two evils. But if you've got someone that's just blatantly anti-American and anti-free speech and anti what you believe in, then vote for whoever the hell's running against them. Carrie says, Shadowhawk says he's working and lurking. Right on. Carrie says, I remember a video where people pointed out when black person is murdered, people rioted, racism. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're going to cover that. We're going to cover that, Carrie.
Yeah. In fact, Carrie, I do want you to stick around because we're also going to talk about Unite the Kingdom, which I didn't know happened until the next day, and I was just blown away.
Well, speaking of which, we're going to talk about it right now.
Oh, cool. Do you want me to share a screen?
Sure. Yes.
Just because we were just talking about it, I'm going to keep it up on this first thing real quick. Because this is the magistrate right here. I mean, is that an old picture or is she a college student? What the fuck?
Yeah. Does your mommy know you're pretending to be a judge?
Seriously. I mean, how is that even a thing? It blows my mind.
Carrie, I know that Carrie has some health challenges with her knee. So I don't imagine she was out in the streets protesting for Tommy Robinson's get out. What was it called?
Unite the Kingdom.
Yeah. And I did see, I mean, the footage is breathtaking of the
Easily
amount of people.
110,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna mute this and we'll just let the video play through.
Yeah, because we don't want
to
copyright strike. Yeah.
Yeah, and we can talk.
So apparently London, at least, and I think most of the UK, has had enough of the current government allowing these grooming gangs, these rape gangs, these criminals to take over their streets and prosecuting people who speak out about it and locking people up for sharing memes or a post on social media that hurts somebody's fee-fees. So Keir Starmer today posted, "This division cannot stand. This is not the United Kingdom." And holy shit, did he get ratioed? And the comment that kept getting repeated the most was from Englishmen saying, "England is for the English." Hello?
Yeah, Katie Hobbs, is that who that woman was?
Yes.
I didn't know this, but I saw a reel about when Tommy announced this was going to happen. It was right after he got out of jail, being locked up for the 5th time or something.
Right.
I don't even know why he keeps getting locked up, but
I don't know.
It seems like just speaking truth.
Yeah. There's and remembrance of Charlie also, sure. But, I got to say this to my UK friends. If your country's worth fighting for, you better fight for it. Because from an outsider's perspective looking in, it looks like you're losing it. And I don't want to see that happen. Yeah, agreed. Hard fact. There was a guy, I don't know if it was Tommy Robinson or someone else, was arrested for reading a Winston Churchill speech in front of Parliament a couple of years ago. Can you fathom that if I went and stood in front of the Capitol and read a speech by George Washington or Thomas Jefferson being arrested for that act alone?
So also the shame. The shame. I mean, can't be surprised though, was, the legacy media coverage of this, with headlines like violence breaks out at Unite the Kingdom and far right protest. And it's like, this is anything but far right. This is a people united. And that is so freaking frightening to them. And it makes my heart swell with pride. Good job.
Agreed.
You Englishmen.
Agreed. The British are coming, bitches. There's a song going around calling our prime minister what is that, a wanker? You can say wanker here. It's not a profane word. She says Katie Hopkins is not a good person. She was part of it trying to make herself likable. I don't know who she is. I don't know her. Don't know anything about her. But that's all I've got to say about that. Listen, we here at the coffee shop are all about free speech, but just remember this: the putting the bow on this thing is all the people that celebrated the horrific things that have happened, celebrating it. And they're saying, oh, now the right that was against cancel culture is now for it. Well, let me flip that card on you. You said cancel culture was just consequence culture, so pick one and suck it. Ball's back in your court. How does it feel? By the way, your free speech is still protected, but so is that of your employer.
Mm-hmm. And we we're not out of the woods yet. We still have a couple of dark topics to talk about. You wanted me to remind you, right?
Already did.
Or is it?
We already covered the passing of Robert Redford and Rick Ocasek.
Oh, we did?
Oh, yeah. That was when you were out of studio fixing your mic.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right.
So, yeah, we're... I don't know. The End of Everything is a book by Victor Davis Hanson. Strongly encourage you to pick up a copy and read it. All right. So if we haven't driven off everyone from the chat, let's do meme review.
Yes. We're starting with a couple of funny ones, and then we're getting serious again.
Damn and full disclaimer, we're not going to do the spicy meme of the week competition this week. The topics were just too heavy, and my heart was too heavy to really get into it. Mm-hmm. So let's see if we can dance on the edge of this precipice and do meme review. So this one is 100% true. Meet the dumbest photographer ever.
Sorry.
Before the internet, people thought villages only had one idiot. Wow, were we wrong? Oh. No matter how big a hammer you use, you can't pound common sense into stupid people. And the Marine Corps says, not with that attitude. Have you noticed the side that pushes for gun control is the one that keeps pulling the trigger? I mean, I was just wondering, has anyone else noticed this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Interesting, huh? And they always wanted to be. No, they were actually no, they weren't. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Your narrative falls apart. And when they say that, I always respond with this. You ever hear something so stupid it gives you Forrest Whitaker eye? I literally dug that out of my meme pile from like years ago because I needed it for today. A cult, by the way, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, doesn't have 77 million people. That's called a revolution. A cult has a few thousand people with blue hair and pronouns.
Indeed.
Mic drop. Give us a sound effect on that one, Christy. What do we got?
Let's see here. What can I do? Oh, I got one.
Yep, that works. Remember when you wet your pants in second grade? Remember when your locker combo was 1432.5? Remember when you spilled coffee in last week's staff meeting? Jeff soon regretted buying a memory foam mattress.
I don't have one of those, but I do have nights like these.
I mean, almost every night of my life, my brain chooses to go, hey, let's open up the shit locker in your memories. It just drags some horrible stuff out.
Yeah.
Why do you do this to me, brain? Why? Carrie, here you go. Their hero versus our hero. Not going to read it. We're just going to leave it there for a moment because some things are self-evident. And again, the same thing. We got the meme review in progress is hanging over it, but there you go.
Yeah. Also, it's kind of crazy to see how many vigils have been interrupted by crazy people.
Yep. And I would advise doing that if you're out there and you're kind of one of those deranged individuals. I don't know if you've ever seen footage of the signs that say "Do not, feed the bears," and people do it anyway. Bad things can happen, so don't poke the right. But anyway, yeah, the mostly peaceful protests where there's the looting and they're only stealing that 4K TV because they need to eat, versus prayer vigils on the
They're
right.
liberating it. It's like all the footage of
it's reparations.
Yes, they're freeing the
This is by a gentleman in our community, Paulus Arts. Paulus has reached over 5 million people. This was featured on Alex Jones. And there you go. It's not your fault he made you angry.
You know what was really great also about, Alex Jones showing this is seeing the community and Paulus's friends come out and inform Alex or whoever happens to be scrolling the comments who did it, where to find him, what else he's doing. That is the power of the community right there.
Yes. Absolutely.
Because that's the thing InfoWars does all the time. We used to call it getting schroyered, is when they use your shit and give no credit and won't mention you,
Right. So good on you, Paulus. First of all, this was a brilliant political cartoon, flawlessly rendered, professional. What's not to like? Great job. And truthful, by the way. Charlie Cook woke up all Christians and millions of people all around the world. He's inspired people around the globe fighting back because of what they learned from Charlie Cook. Yes, absolutely right. Absolutely. Okay, and I think we've reached the end of the meme review. Just a few little tasties.
Yeah, and Doc, your mic's going a little wonky, just so you know.
Yeah.
I had muted and then unmuted. Sometimes it does that. Is it clear now?
Yep, you're good.
All right.
All right, that's meme review for this week.
Yep. And Anthony, I'm glad you're here. Just to show up and tell me I sound like I'm underwater. Well, that's because you're not here as my sound engineer, Anthony. I'm just putting that out there. By the way, Anthony, on his stream when this happened, everyone was making their kind of predictions on who and what the shooter would be. I wish to note for the record I was 100% correct again on who he would be. I can't even help it. I'm 100% right 100% of the time. Not my fault. Like Rush Limbaugh said, it's talent on loan from God. So we're going to take a moment. We're at the 45-minute mark in the show. We've got some new trailer material here from our good friend Darin Wagner and our lately AWOL friend John Dillard. So, Christy, play that beautiful bean footage.
Oh, it's coming. You just
It's got the walker.
You just hang on there for a minute, buddy.
Elevator.
Hold on. We're getting there. Hold on. All right.
After these messages, we'll be right back. 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 After these messages, we'll be right back.
On thermometers, 2,000 surrounding us. Travel 2,000 kilometers to hang out with us. What's up, danger? What's up, danger? Hey, didn't know they doubted us. Makes it that more marvelous. Sign them up, cause ominous vibes and I get synonymous. What's up, danger? Hey, don't be a stranger. Cause I like high chances that I might lose. I like it all on the edge, just like you. Hey, I like tall buildings so I can leap off of them. I go hard with it no matter how dark it is. I'm insane, but on my toes. I could keep the world balanced on my nose. I had a slumber party with all my foes. Now I wear them like a badge on all my clothes. If I'm crazy, I'm on my own. If I'm waiting, it's on my throne. If I sound lazy, just ignore my tone. Cause I'm always gonna answer when you call my phone. Like, what's up, danger? Like, what's up, danger? Don't be a stranger. What's up, danger? Can't stop me now. I said I got you now. I'm right here at your door. I won't leave. I want more. What's up, danger? Yeah, what's up, danger? Can't stop me now. Yeah. I said I got you now. Come on, what's up, danger? Come on, I said what's up, danger?
What are you reporting?
We got someone or something crawling around out here.
Did you see what it was? Was it a person or an animal or?
I can't tell. All I know is that my central light came on and I just happened to glimpse and see this thing running across the yard. A good-sized man or something. It looks like a man. I don't know what it was, just that it ran across the yard.
Okay. You've had problems in the neighborhood before?
Yeah, my dog was killed here just recently. I don't know what it was. Whatever it is, it's running. I couldn't catch it if I was going to chase it. But whatever it was standing up. I'm out here looking through the window now and I don't see anything. I don't want to go outside. Jesus Christ, you better
Sure.
Deal.
Hello?
Get somebody out here.
What's going on now, sir?
That son of a bitch is about 6'9", I don't know.
Do you see him now, sir?
Yes, I'm looking right at him.
Uh-oh. Okay, hang on.
He's right.
Is he in your yard, sir?
Yeah, God, he's big.
Okay, what's he doing in your yard?
He's looking at me.
Oh, and the guy is on foot.
I don't know what. It's a big, real big person. That's all I can say.
Okay, but it is a person.
Yeah, I'd say it was a person, somebody really big. But he's all in black.
Is he a black male or a white male? Did you actually see whether, or was he just wearing black?
He's all black and he's big. He is big.
Fuck. Yeah, I don't know
Christy.
how we can get Christy to figure out when a video ends and the next one begins.
No, the button. It was the button. It wasn't.
Oh,
my
by the way,
fault.
after these messages, we'll be right back. Everybody got that?
I have really worked with Christy on stopping her drinking before the show.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Darin needs to take my role as the alcoholic on the show.
Let me correct the record, Anthony. I said there will either be a blue-haired alphabet person or an ally. And I was spot on. I also said, and I don't remember if it was on your show or another one, but I said they're going to come from an upper middle class white family.
Yeah.
And I was spot on.
Do you remember that movie with Al Pacino called Dog Day Afternoon? It's based on a real story about a botched bank heist. And as the movie unfolds, you find out that Al Pacino's character wanted to steal the money to pay for his boyfriend's sex change operation into a woman, and his boyfriend was played by Christopher Sarandon. It was the first time anybody'd seen him as his debut. He later went and played the vampire in Fright Night, and he was Humperdinck in the Princess Bride. But this is what when I first heard this about him. Okay, he had a lover
for Guest. That was Prince Humperdinck.
No, Guest was the six-fingered man who was the henchman of Prince Humperdinck.
All right,
yeah.
I did not realize that.
Yeah. So, but immediately when I found out about this, that his boyfriend was transitioning and stuff, it's what it reminded me of Dog Day Afternoon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's again
furries too.
There's no. Here's where I always sit with this until I hear the official word, and that official word stands up to scrutiny. I don't believe anything. Like I block it all out. That's just I've been on Christy's show when she does the tinfoil hat conspiracy segment, and she knows I'm a conspiracy buster. I'm not.
See, I think that's why we complement each other so well. Is I will entertain all notions until they're absolutely disproven.
Oh, but anyway, we got to do better on the right by getting out the vote.
Oh, I thought you were talking about this show.
By speaking up when we have the opportunity, which is why I took the time today to address this topic when I don't even want to. Yeah, I can't even read Gary's comment on the air, but yeah, there's a sick world out there, girls, and I don't know if you know this, but evil is real.
Oh, on that note, I came across this reel a couple of times. It was a mom talking to her 2 young daughters saying, "Hey, I have really great news. Can you guys guess what it is?"
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they say, "So and so was unalived. So and so was." And she's like, "No, no, my best friend's getting married." And I'm like,
Mm. That's sick. That's
yeah.
just sick.
I mean, they were like 5 and 6 years old.
Right.
You
Right.
know.
Tells you when the indoctrination starts, by the way.
It made my heart sad.
Yeah. Yeah. It's heartbreaking. Leave children the hell alone. Let them be kids.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel kind of bad because back in the day, we talked a lot of crap about George Bush Jr. in our house to the point where my daughter did say she wanted to kick his butt and throw him in the ocean. And then it's like, okay, we talk too much politics.
Yeah. I don't ever remember my parents talking politics. I do remember some of the elections, where they would sit up, and I didn't even really understand, what in the world was going on here. But who are we pulling for? They were active. They worked on local politicians' campaigns and whatever. To this day, I don't know who they were supporting, but they did both vote for Jimmy Carter. But after 3.5 years of Jimmy Carter, they couldn't wait to go vote for Reagan. So, people change. Anthony, our Dark Gift Comics there, is a, quote, classical liberal / libertarian leaning. And he will tell you his positions didn't move, but the left did. And that makes him look alt-right now. And I've got several friends that have said that to me. I, on the other hand, have always been a constitutional conservative.
Roseanne coined the term radical constitutionalist, and I glommed onto that one.
Man, what do we got going on over on Pilled, Christy? Anybody?
No, nobody's hanging out with us today over on Pilled. I've been monitoring the chat. It's because we screwed up last week and got raided and got donations, and we didn't say shit because I wasn't monitoring the chat.
Christy.
So now, we're being talked shit about over on Pilled. They're like, that Doc's Coffee Shop. They're rude.
No, that's not true. Last week, some people said, I really like this show. I'm going to subscribe. And now I'm wondering, well, where the hell are you?
Well,
I thought you subscribed. But, it goes back to my personal self-loathing. Nobody loves me.
I do that too. And then when somebody says they love me, it makes me so happy.
Wowsy, woo, woo. Christy, by the way, won the round 1 of the Coctagon.
I did.
Over on Bancroft's channel. And it was rough because she was competing against a book that I have a cover on. She competed against R.J. Williams, who was a friend, and I'm like, this is painful.
Yeah,
and you were ahead by a huge margin too. You were but was it a tournament style where you had one round and then another round?
Yes, the voting before the show was only to make the brackets. It had no bearing on how you were going to do in the competition, because the voting was by judges, and then the chat basically got a vote, and that's how I won the first round. Was the chat voted for me? I think one of the judges really did not like me.
Well, imagine that. Satire magazine inspiring a little bit of hate. Listen, you're not doing your job right if people don't like you. If people like you, that's.
If people do like me, then I'm not doing my job right.
There, see,
that's correct.
See, I cannot word today. I has the dumb.
Well, it is one of the reasons I love promoting Flip City is I get to be snarky and sassy because it's on brand. You know.
Yes. But I can tell you guys from hours of hanging out. Christy's a good friend. We hang out a lot, and she's exactly the same when we're not live.
Oh, I might even be a little worse.
Darin, on the other hand, he really tones it down to be on the show. He has he hasn't pontificated in at least 3 shows now. I'm thoroughly impressed.
Well, it's because you loaded me up with all those rude stingers, and he doesn't want them.
It's a punchline here. So but yeah, this show is a little. This particular broadcast is a little more of a downer than previous ones. So.
Indeed.
I thought he was about to say this show is kind of beneath me, and I was going to go. Yes.
I'm sorry, but I just hate being on camera because every time it's getting to the point now that every time I look into the camera, some woman somewhere leaves their husband for Darin Wagner. And that weighs very heavily on me. I can't control how I was put together. I can't help the fact that I'm aging like wine and the rest of y'all are aging like milk. Okay, And I'm a jet setter, I was flying from New York to Los Angeles last week.
What was that buzzing sound?
I had my own. I had my own part, business section, and I had women and busboys, people waiting on me. And who comes to pester me? Who comes to pester me? Well, I just want to be left alone. The captain of the plane, and he's like, Mr. Wagner, can we take off now? And I said, you're coming to me with that?
Everything that guy just said is bullshit. Thank you.
You're coming to me with this? It's like the tower. Go talk to the traffic control tower. They'll tell you when to take off. I got no private life at all. Now, this is a segue into something you were going to talk about, and you mentioned it last week about narcissism and what it actually is.
That's right. I actually was looking forward to this.
Yes, me too. And that's where I kind of want to, that was what that was about. So, is that still coming, Doc? Or
yeah, but that warrants its own segment that we don't have time for today. And I don't have my visual aids pulled up.
You don't have aids,
but it is something worth talking about. There is a I don't even know what to call it. There's this fad of people wanting to have a mental illness and identifying with it, and then equally there's this trend of people diagnosing one another and just throwing around titles like psychopath, sociopath, narcissist. And I always, as someone who worked in that profession, I'm going, yeah, based on what? What's your criteria for that? And you got to keep in mind, it's a hell of a lot more rare than people think it is. I had previously, in all those years, only ran across one true narcissistic personality disorder and one dependent personality disorder, which was really I had a policy when I was counseling that if in 8 sessions we haven't made any progress, I'm going to refer you to someone else because I'm obviously not helping you. I was never one of those that would just carry a patient for months and years, just to get a meal ticket. And so at 8 weeks, this dependent personality disorder person, I had that conversation with him, said, I'm going to refer you. And I named my friend that I knew that might be of some assistance to them. This person showed up the very next week in my office like they had their regular appointment. And when they were told no, had a meltdown so bad we had to call the police to have them escorted out of the lobby. It was unbelievable. But having said that, I had only met one narcissistic personality disorder person, and it was long ago. Well, now I have not met, but I'm aware of at least one other. And so I thought, you know what? Let's stop playing around with the terms and let's actually define what it is, keeping in mind that I'm not diagnosing anyone, and none of us should be diagnosing anyone, especially yourself. I do remember this, guys. I was in college, and they were handing out the DSM, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of the American Psychological Association. And the professor had put a bookmark in each one of our books. And the bookmark said, first-year students, do not even bother reading this book or self-diagnosing because you will fit every criteria in this book. And if you open it, and you read it, you'll go, ah, that's me. Ah, that's me. Ah, that's me.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
you'll diagnose everyone you know. So
medical
don't do that.
terms. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's it. Go ahead.
Medical terms are consistently misused and overused by the general public. I mean, there was a time when idiot, imbecile, and moron were not insults; they were actual medical terms for actual conditions.
Correct.
And because of our misuse now, they're pejoratives.
Yeah.
So other words have to be used. The one of the most popular things to call somebody that you don't like right now in sort of our sphere just outside of ours,
Scooter,
is to throw around the word pedophile, right?
Fag.
Right. They throw the word pedophile around, right? And so like, oh, so and so tried to get in bed with a 16 to 18-year-old girl when he was 19. He's a pedophile. No, he would have been more accurately referred to as an ephebophile. But nobody knows what the fuck an ephebophile is. So they want to hurt that person in some way. They'll call him a pedophile. And to some people, it's a difference without a distinction. But that's how language erodes.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Tree Goblin? He says, hey, I diagnosed DG with extreme retardation. You leave my publisher alone, Tree Goblin. I hear like that with your narcissistic self. See what I did there? Honk, honk.
Yeah.
Yeah, the word insane
right.
does not exist in clinical literature or terms. Right. It is a legal term.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with mental illness or psychiatric conditions.
Well, except there were hospitals that had the word insane on the side of the building. But I mean, other than that, maybe that was just
but it was for the criminally insane.
Gotcha.
That is a legal term. See the criminally qualifier there?
Yep. No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Oh boy.
Nice big ominous Kirkbride building.
Yeah. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. He's going to.
We're not going to go. No, I'm not going to do that. Your audience can look it up. Kirkbride building, and it's fascinating. It looks like Batman's symbol, sort of.
Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing that, Darin. He's halfway into a beer now and getting buzzed, and he gets a little when he's been drinking.
Yes, spotted cow for a happier, healthier life.
Oh my goodness! So yeah, we'll probably touch on that next week. No promises. Because as my lovely co-hosts will tell you, every single week that rolls around, I sit backstage bitching about how much I don't want to do a show. I don't have a problem going on other people's shows and being a guest because I can leave anytime I want to. I just don't like the pressure of you got to do your show, but I don't want to. I don't really have anything to say.
Yeah, right.
Oh, don't do that with your jaw. It freaks me out a little bit. I did that once and I heard a great big click and I stopped doing it.
Yeah, click, 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 click. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Christy was dislocating her jaw just then. Christy. So Christy went to her first convention, you guys.
Oh, I did. I did do that. I wish I would have loaded a picture so you guys could see. Because Doc said I was photogenic. And my beautiful daughter helped me.
You were
wonderful.
Photogenic. You should totally share a screen and bring up that picture of yourself at the con. What was the con, Christy? What was it?
It was called Cartoonapalooza, and it was put on by the city or the recreation department in Temecula, California. It was for a free little mini con. It was decently well attended, and I was kind of blown away at the
bring up that picture.
Kind of the different people that were there. There were a lot of cosplayers, but
latch on it.
Dude, the autism That it was
Oh,
off
God.
the charts. It really was. And I got to see furries.
Did you?
And
And you smelled the foot and ass?
I didn't smell the foot and ass. We were outside.
Okay, all right.
So, and it was a beautiful day. So
Can
that was
I
really
just
nice.
say though that Temecula sounds like one of the creatures that would have fought Godzilla back in the 70s?
Temecula? Yeah.
Yeah. Godzilla versus Temecula. Rah! Share that picture with us, Christy. Her and her lovely daughter.
Godzilla smells the foot and ass and retreats.
That's
you
not
guys
sharing
can't
screen.
see that. What here? Let me do this. I'm going to email it to myself, and then I'll bring it up. So
It
you
would
guys
be
can
nice
see
if we
that.
had like a technician to do all the technical things. That would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Oh wait,
Only
I
there was a
posted it on
producer.
social media. That's what I did, right?
Yes, you did.
It's somewhere. It's like in my DMs or something. I'll find it, you guys.
Oh, that's definitely not you. That was
Yeah,
the
we
Home
need to
Depot
get
girl.
we need to get Dark Andrew in here to do our tech stuff.
Dark Andrew.
Sorry, Dark Gift. Sorry. Oh,
Dark
there he's
Andrew.
splitting. There he is. He's splitting.
What
There
happened?
we go.
There we go. Oh yes, very lovely.
Look how lovely.
Yeah,
All right,
lovely.
Anthony. We'll see you later, buddy.
And by the way, you guys, my daughter purposely does crazy eyes. She really, she's not crazy.
Dark Gift. I heard that, Darren.
Well, I'm glad. Look, I had called Christy while she was at the convention, just to kind of touch base, and I was good luck because she made her first sale right after I hung up.
That's right. And it was a very easy first sale. The guy came up and said, "I'm trying to figure out what this is," and I said, "Well, it's if you knew what Mad and Crack was, we're." Doing comic satire like that. And he's like, I loved Mad and Crack. That's what I was hoping this was. So he picked up 2 magazines and handed us some cash.
And did he become a subscriber?
He did not become a subscriber. I said, our website is everywhere in that magazine. And also here's a flyer. We hope you love it and buy more online.
Abo says that's a hostage photo smile.
Yeah. I did kind of take her hostage.
But anyway, congratulations on your first con. You're no longer a convention virgin.
It's true, and I'm looking forward
and
to.
you got away without smelling foot and ass. That's amazing.
Absolutely, we had the nice Southern California smell.
I don't know.
Whatever that is.
I don't know. I remember living in SoCal, but I was in San Diego, like in town. And so it was not a pleasant, it's not pleasant smells.
Right. And that's even before it got trashed.
It was
San Diego.
It was pretty raunchy even then. I mean, it's because, got to keep in mind, I was a low life E2 or E3. I couldn't afford to live anywhere nice. So I lived in the ghetto.
Baby cries in the ghetto.
In the ghetto.
I like the Rush Limbaugh version better. In a Yugo.
Okay, in a Yugo. All right, so that's going to be the show for today, boys and girls. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us. I swear to you, I pray and I hope we've had the last dark moment like this for quite a good long while. Tell someone close to you that you love them today, and remember to be kind to everyone, but also remember to vote hard when it's time to vote. In the meantime, I'm Doc Blaylock, your host, wishing you all a very good day.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Look, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm tired of talking to you.
And don't think it hasn't been a little slice of heaven, because it hasn't.
Well, what do you know? I finally got the last word.
Good night, everybody! Quitting time! Quitting time!
Yeah, the dabba-doo!